Hi viewers, today I am here to explain about file allocation methods. It is also known as disk space allocation method. Before going to know about file allocation methods, we should know about what is allocation and what is allocation method. Let us start from allocation. Allocation means providing space to the file in a hard disk. And coming to allocation method means how files are to be stored in a hard disk. As we all know, files are stored in a secondary storage device, that is hard disk. Okay, the main purpose and main goal of this topic is to provide the disk space and utilize the disk space in a efficient and utilize the disk space in a effective manner and easy to access the files. These are the two main goals of this topic. For these goals, we have various methods to allocate files in a hard disk. Those are contiguous memory allocation, linked memory allocation, and indexed allocation. These are the three types of methods of file allocation. Now let us see one by one. Now let us start from contiguous memory allocation. Contiguous memory allocation means first the name itself specifies the meaning of continuous. In this method, each file will occupy a set of continuous blocks of memory on a disk. Let us see with an example diagram. For example, this is the hard disk. Let us consider this one is hard disk and how the files are to be stored in a hard disk. It represents all those information will be stored in a file allocation table. File allocation table. File allocation table contains the file allocation table contains the information about the hard disk. How the files are to be stored in a hard disk. These are the it specifies the file name and it is the starting index number and it is the length of the hard disk, length of the block, sorry. Okay, coming to here we can see the various blocks. All these are the memory blocks. Some blocks are filled with files and the remaining blocks are empty. So if here we can observe one thing, if you want to store the file which requires 2 bytes or 2 blocks, then it automatically searches the disk where the 2 blocks are available in hard disk. It automatically searches where the 2 blocks are available. Here we can see 2 blocks. Okay, and its starting point is 2. Okay, for example, if you want to store the file with the required 5 blocks of memory, then automatically continuous memory allocation searches the where the 5 blocks or continuous blocks are available. It searches. Here we can see 10, 11. So here the file name is B. Its length is 5. Like this we can represent the files in a file allocation table. Here we can observe with another diagram, that is This is a file allocation table. It has 3 columns: file name, starting, and length. If you observe in this hard disk, first file name is count. Where is count? Here. And its starting index is 0 and its length is 2. 0 and 1. There are 2 blocks. If you observe one more file, that is tr, here its starting point is 14. It occupies 2 blocks. 14. Its length is 3. Okay, 3. 14, 15 and 16 occupied. If you observe another file, that is mail, its starting index number is 19 and it occupies 6 blocks. Here we can see that is also, that one also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, like this we can continue whatever, how many files we need. Every method has its own advantages and disadvantages. If you observe the advantages of contiguous memory allocation, first one is easy to implement. It is, and one another one is it is best suitable for sequential files. These are the advantages of contiguous memory allocation. It also has some disadvantages. It is somewhat difficult to find the continuous blocks in a hard disk, and one more disadvantage is it is suffered from external fragmentation as well as internal fragmentation. Means it is somewhat difficult to find the where the continuous blocks are available and where it is available. It is somewhat difficult. Increasing file size is difficult. When the increasing file size is difficult, it is little bit difficult. So these are the disadvantages of file allocation, contiguous file allocation methods. We will see another method in another session. Thank you. Thank you.